So let's look at the mind functionally here. The conscious mind and the subconscious mind process information differently. And the human nervous system is only capable of processing so much data. So we process on the electromagnetic bandwidth. And of the electromagnetic bandwidth, the human body, human nervous system can only process a teeny tiny itty bitty bit. Does that make sense? Yeah. For example, there's music in this room right now, but we can't perceive it because we don't have a natural built-in radio, right? There might be cell messages flying through here, text messages are flying through here, but we can't perceive it because we don't have the right kind of equipment unless it's showing up on our phone. That makes sense to everybody? So within that very narrow bandwidth, scientists out of Stanford have estimated that something like 2 billion bits of information are hitting our nervous system every single second. So huge amounts of data are bombarding you through the 5 senses. Out of that, how much information can the subconscious mind process? Anybody know? Oh, that's fascinating. 10 million bits. Okay, so 10 million bits of information. So we have about 2 million bits that hit the nervous system and 10 million that you can process. That's another way of saying there's this much information available in the universe that we know about. We can perceive a fraction of it, and of the information that we can perceive, the nervous system at the subconscious level is only capable of processing a fraction of that. Does that make sense? Consciously, we cannot process everything that the subconscious mind can process. And so if the subconscious mind can process 10 million bits of information by Stanford's best guess, how much information can the conscious mind process per second? Yeah, you might say 3 million, a fraction of it, right? Here is what they were able to find. About 10 bits. You go, what? Here's what that means. That means almost every second, consciously, you are not picking up most of what's happening to you. Subconsciously, you're picking up a fraction of it. And ultimately, there's a bunch of data out there that we don't ever get. So the conscious mind and the subconscious mind work differently. If I had to use a metaphor for it, I would say the conscious mind is like a flashlight. We can point it at about one thing at a time. Some people might be able to do like 2 things at a time, right? A really talented woman might be able to do 3, right? You know, and then you've got guys who are like, I can't even do one thing at once. What are you talking about, right? And so the conscious mind is like a flashlight, whereas the subconscious mind kind of operates like overhead lights, where it's illuminating the entire warehouse. And so this is just the raw data computing power. We say that the subconscious mind is a much more powerful data processor than the conscious mind is.